Johannes, give us your assessment, please.
Great game for us. First 75 minutes, I think we did everything possible to get the 3 points, and I think we were really doing some great stuff. Should have scored the second goal, and then of course we knew that the last part of the game would be difficult for us with changes in the team and players being back on the pitch for the first time in 7-8 weeks. So we knew that, and that's why I'm disappointed we didn't score that second, because it would have killed the game for us.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, is it that final 10-15 minutes when they've got the equaliser and then gone on and got the winner? Is that a lot of that is the fact you've had to players like Sorensen and a lot of these guys who haven't had a lot of minutes, they looked a bit tired maybe towards the end?
Yeah, of course. Plan was for Jakob to go for maximum 60 minutes, and we need to push him a little bit longer today. So we knew that, and I'm just there's two ways to look at this. Of course, the result, and I know everyone in the room here can see that it was not a home win based on the performance today. But that's how it is sometimes in football. And what we have to make sure of is that the players, they know exactly what to do next time they go again. That's Tuesday night, and the first bit of it, the first 75 minutes, we did outstanding. We didn't concede. I cannot count one chance for them where they should have scored, and we have several options to score that second one, which is not. I cannot expect more from the guys, and I cannot expect more from players playing out of position, and some of them playing for the first time in so many weeks.
I mean, you could see the scale of the disappointment at the final whistle. Those players on the pitch, the body language, it was obvious how much they'd put in. They clearly felt that at the very least a draw is what they should have got from that.
Yeah, that's I can only refer to what we can see out there, and I hope that everyone can agree on that, because that's how it is, and football is not always dictated by performance. You can score out of nothing, and that was the case in two occasions today towards the end. So we can only look at the performance, and we can only look at what we can actually do to be even more solid towards the end, because we have the same guys available for Tuesday night, so we can also expect a Tuesday night game where there will be moments where we have to defend, where there will be moments where we have to dig deep and survive for minutes and moments out there. So only thing is we need to take the learning out of this, and of course also highlight some of these moments in second half that was not good enough, because I think it was too easy for them to enter our half and put in crosses and put in passes that are 50-50 situations and duels and throw-ins in the box and stuff like that, where we should be a little bit better hopefully Tuesday night to avoid that.
Is this where the benefit of having a game so soon after, because the taste in your mouth from the players at the minute is frustration and disappointment?
No, because it's not how we work, and would actually have loved us to have a week without any games, because when I look at the tired legs in there, and I know that these guys, they have to be ready again Tuesday night. We cannot do any changes. There's no one coming back from injuries before the next two games. So we have what we have, and we have to make sure that's our first duty, to make them as fresh and energized for the game on Tuesday. That's what we can do.
We'll get into obviously the injuries and the players unavailable, but touched on them already. Sorensen, I'm sure in an ideal world you didn't want to have to start him this early from coming back. But how did you think he did overall? You could see his experience in that part of the pitch.
Yeah, I think he did well, and that's also why I told the players that was my most important message for them, to understand that the performance was more than okay. The result is not, and we have to be better than at the last part of the game. But there were so many good things in this, especially with a team where Lungi comes in, plays I don't know how many minutes, 70 something, for the first time in 8 weeks. He plays next to Gabriel Forsyth, who wasn't even a part of the team to begin in preseason, and who's now just playing as a starter in a championship away game because of the situation, but also because he has done well. And it's a massive opportunity for these guys to show what they can do, show what they're made of, and I think they did so well. That's also why it's extra disappointing to travel away from here without any points.
Did you like what you saw overall from Ante in the central striking role?
I think, as everyone can see, we need some goals for him, because he's involved in so many good things, and he's receiving passes in many dangerous positions. Can also do something on his own once in a while, but we need that extra quality once in a while for him, and I would have loved him to score that on that finish just before we took him off, because that's what we need, that little bit extra quality to give us the points that we need. So that's how it is. He's also new to this league, and hopefully he will come because there's some quality in him.
Which leads us on, obviously, to no Sargent today. What can you tell us, Johannes?
He's out and will be for a while. We have to do some scans on Monday and have some experts to look at it, but he will not be available.
Just clarify, that is a groin-related problem.
It is.
Was it coming off the back of the Middlesbrough game last weekend?
It was, and actually I think he felt all right after the game. So it's something that happened a little bit overnight and after a couple of days, and we could see that a scan was needed, and unfortunately not what we hoped for.
So clearly there's more scans to come, but definitely nothing availability-wise this side in international break. But in terms of how long, you just don't know at this stage.
We don't know, and because there's many ways to go, and we don't know yet if it requires surgery or rest or whatever, and we have to find out on Monday. But I think it's too optimistic to expect that he will be in.
And then obviously the other one not available today, Anis Ben Slimani. What's the situation? Is it a hamstring again?
It is, and it's. We actually tried him in training the other day, but he felt something straight away, so he's not there yet where he can be a part of the team. So something we have to treat carefully again, because it seems important, of course, the upcoming games, and obviously they are, but not more important that we cannot suffer a too big injury with him. We need to treat him carefully here, so we at least can make sure that he's ready after the national break.
Just to clarify, I mean, is it because he had the hamstring-related issue? Are we talking the same hamstring?
Yeah, it is, and that's also the reason why we in most of the games have only played him 60-70 minutes to see if we could just kill that extra risk by letting him go 90 minutes. But it has not been enough, and he can still feel it, and we need to really be careful here. So we cannot lose too many players.
Yeah, I mean, just so there's no. I mean, you've already clarified it's probably the same personnel again. There's no thought that you could maybe push Marcelinho in this side of the international break.
No, and that will again be a too short-term decision, and there's a risk that we do something stupid and that injury becomes an even bigger one, and it takes even more weeks. So we have to be patient and wait the time that we have to wait. I know for everyone it's frustrating that we don't have more options, but we have to deal with what we have at the moment. It's a tough time. That's also why I think it's extra tough today, because just imagine that we would have won this game out here tonight with the team and with some of the guys playing for the first time in a while. I think that would have been fantastic, and also stepping into the next week. Now it's a little bit in between, disappointed result, but many things where we have to bring that next to Tuesday.
Thanks,
Thanks, Paddy. Okay, all good, everybody. Thank you.